I'm wearing a hat because it's 35 degrees in Florida and I am cold. We're going to talk about staffs, about healing, and look at the 3 different ones and see what the difference is. We'll start off with the Sylvan staff. This staff is primarily hot. The first special is regrowth. It gives a stack of regrowth. I can't read that. It gives a stack of regrowth to an ally, providing blah 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 health per second for 8 seconds. After 3 stacks have been applied, the next stack will overflow, giving 130 health and remove all stacks. So what does that mean? Let's go find somebody to heal. All right, here's my friend Bark. So put 1 stack on him. You can see the little icon there. 2 stacks, 3 stacks, and you can see the health, the little health numbers. He says, "What's up, Ted?" Then the 4th one takes the stacks away and it gets better heal. Let's see if we can see the numbers. Alright, this is the 4th. I didn't see the numbers because I can't see well, but it was a big number, I'm sure. The 2nd special is overgrowth. Heal allies within 7 meters based on the number of regrowth stacks on them. And it refreshes the duration of all regrowth effects. So that means that if you put, I'll put this on myself. So if you put a couple regrowths on somebody or whatever, you're healing them, then you hit the 2nd special, which is this one. What overgrowth does is it heals based on the number of regrowths that you have on that person. So anybody in the circle that has regrowth on them gets healed based on how many regrowths they have, and it refreshes the duration of those. Now see the little icon on the bottom, it says 6 exit 5 4, it counts down. Okay, and then you do it again and it starts at 7 6, it goes for 8 seconds. Which it might be different depending on the staff that you have. This is an attuned Sylvan staff, so if you have maybe a higher one, maybe the duration is longer. I'm not sure, but basically the same. You do this, you say the optimal will be 3 stacks, then you put on overgrowth, and it refreshes the timer on the stack and heals everybody depending on how many regrowths they have on them. So that's pretty good, very good for being in group. The 3rd special is I can't say that, blood-fed grove. So what you do is you place this, you can place this anywhere. Okay, so if your group is like way over there or whatever, and it will heal everybody within the circle based on how many enemies are within that circle, and it could be up to 5 enemies. So the more enemies it has, up to 5, the more healing it does to the people within that. So if there's just like 1 dude in there and you use this, it might not heal that much. I mean, it's all right if you just, need to spam all your heals. So that is a pretty good one, and it is a scaling heal over time. So this is also a hot based on how many enemies are in the circle. So this is a Sylvan staff. It has a lot to do with hots and applying hots and stacking hots and refreshing hots. So you would use this staff if you don't mind constantly refreshing hots, because the regrowth does not last that long. So you're constantly, like if you have a full group, you're constantly just doing this. See, it doesn't take that much spirit to do it, so you're probably good. But you're just constantly refreshing dots on people. And then you're using your other special to, refresh those dots, give heals, and then if they're enemies, you're using this one to give a bigger hot, depending on how many enemies are in the circle. So that is the Sylvan staff, and it's quite different from the other 2 staffs, which we are going to go over right now. Staff of the Zypher. The first one is a divine orb. It fires a projectile which will splash all allies within 4 meters. So this is a splash one. Hit it. See? You basically point it somewhere, and then you splash it. And you can spam this pretty good. The timer's not that bad. It does a decent amount of healing. The second one, Divine Intervention, heals a target for blah 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 if their health is below 40%. Otherwise, it heals for blah blah blah, depending on your staff tier. So this is really good if somebody's taking a lot of damage. It's an insta heal. It'll heal more if they are below 40. So you click it, and then I'm going to self cast. And that's basically just it. So if they're like really low, you pull this off and it heals for a very decent amount. Okay, the third one is Zephyr of Life. Channels healing within 6 meters around you. It will pulse like up to 5 times. This one is really good. I mean, I've seen people's bars just totally raise up for this one. So this is an AoE heal, and it's based on where you're standing. So we're going to do this one, and you click it and it channels it, and that's all you have to do. Just don't move or it'll cancel it. So that one is a really good heal. Okay, next we're going to do the Staff of the Divine. This one is very similar to the Zypher Staff. It just it's a little bit different, and I will show you that. The first one heals a single ally, so it's just one big heal. And that's it. So you got a little heal bubble, and you can pretty much spam this. Not as fast as the HOTS, but it's still pretty good. So that's just a basic heal. Second one, Divine Intervention, heals a target for blah 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 if their health is below 40, otherwise heals them for blah blah blah. So this is exactly like the Zypher Staff. If they are below 40%, it'll heal them more than if they are above it. And that's just a click and cast. The third one, it is also an AoE heal. This one will burst after 2 seconds. I'm not particularly fond of this one, but it depends on your playstyle. So this one, you can move it around. With the Zypher Staff, it's just where you're standing. So you have to be standing where everybody is for them to get the heal. This one, you can actually put it down, and then whoever is in that bubble, after it pops, will get healed. The reason why I don't like this one is that when you cast it and the bubble appears, by that time it's like people are running off, you know, and they're not standing in the bubble. So you have like 2 seconds before the bubble pops and everybody gets healed, and there's a high chance they're not going to be standing there. It's still a good heal, but it's just like, are they going to be there or not? You just don't know. This staff is kind of like a meh for me. It might be good for you. Maybe you'll, use it better than I did. I didn't particularly like it. See, I am 10 on the Sylvan Staff and 11 on these other two. The Divine Staff and the Zypher Staff, they share XP. So if you have one, you are also leveling up the other one. You can swap between these two. It doesn't matter. But the Sylvan Staff has its own XP, so you have to level that one up separately. So when you're healing somebody, see, it has the little icon. That's how you know they're canceling. I'm pressing the heal. This is the first heal. Cancel. See, even the second heal. That's how you know you have somebody targeted. Or you can use your F keys. So depending on your group, if you look at the side, there's F2, F3, F4, F5. You would use that, hit the F key button to use the heal on them. Right click is cancel. Then you hit the heal button, and that's how you know that you have them targeted, which can be kind of hard if you have a full group of people and they're all running around. You probably want to use the F keys. If you have a small group, just that targeting is quite efficient and really fun. If you're in a full group, you probably want to use the F keys just to make sure that you're targeting who needs the heal, because otherwise other people are going to steal their heals if they just walk in front of them while you're casting. I hope that was a good little tutorial. If you want to see any other tutorials, just let me know. I'll catch you later.